Hari Om. Welcome back to Story Time. With the approaching festival of Ram Navami, let us hear some stories about great bhaktas of Sri Ramchandra ji. And today's story is about the noble, virtuous Rishi Patni Ahalya. This was the time when Ram Lakshman along with sage Vishwamitra had gone to the forest. And now it was time for them to go to Mithila to see the great bow which was the Dhanush given by Lord Shivji to Janak Raja. And on the outskirts of Mithila Rajya, there was a deserted ashram which sage Vishwamitra took both these young lads to. This ashram was covered with creepers and looked very dark and uninviting. And when young Ram and Lakshman asked sage Vishwamitra why this place was so desolate, then he told them the story of sage Gautama and his wife Ahalya. Sage Gautama had married Ahalya, who was a very beautiful lady. She was none other than Brahmaji's daughter. And these two lived in this very ashrama. Once Indra, the king of the Devatas, he got tempted by the beauty of Ahalya, and when sage Gautama was away, came in the guise of the same Rishi. And Ahalya, mistaking Indra to be her husband, welcomed him in and did all the duties that a wife ought to do for her husband. At that moment, when sage Gautama came back from the river banks, he was very angry to see that Indra had deceived Ahalya and that Ahalya had fallen for this trick. And so he cursed both of them. Indra went away in shame, but poor Ahalya was cursed to be a stone and to spend the rest of her life hidden from the eyes of everybody. Now Ahalya begged for forgiveness, and sage Gautama Rishi melted. He told her that she would lead the life of tapascharya and repentance hidden from the eyes of everyone. Her buddhi was just like a stone, and so she was cursed to become a stone. But when Sri Ramchandra ji, the Lord of all the worlds, would come there and step on this very stone that she had turned into, then she would be released from the curse. And so Ahalya sat in waiting. This curse or shapa was now going to be a blessing in disguise, for she would get the darshan of the greatest of the lords. And so she spent the rest of her time in tapascharya. Tapascharya means severe austerities. It is said that though she was covered and looked like a stone, she was actually a holy tapaswini, spending her time in the remembrance of the Lord. And now the time had come when Ram, Lakshman and sage Vishwamitra came there, and as advised by his guru, Ramchandra ji placed his foot on this stone. Suddenly, just as if the moon was emerging from behind dark clouds, just like a flame would come out from the smoke, Ahalya rose up. She was now transformed into the holy tapaswini that she was, and Ramchandra ji touched her feet. By this gesture, he proved to the world that she was very pure and noble and worthy of worship. And at that very moment, Gautama Rishi came back. By this act of Ramchandra ji, even he knew that his wife was very pious and pure, and he accepted her back. Now Ahalya, overcome with emotion, with tears streaming down her cheeks, began singing the stuti of Ramchandra ji. She said that I am so lucky to have got the darshan of these holy feet which are the source of Ganga ji, that Ganga ji which resides on the head of Shankar ji. And now I have been blessed to drink the Charanamrit. I have been blessed to get the sparsha of these divine padas. Hearing this stuti, seeing Ramchandra ji and Lakshman and sage Vishwamitra in this ashram, suddenly there was a transformation. Birds began to sing, flowers began to bloom, and the ashram became evergreen once again. However, all this did not matter to Ahalya, for she was totally fulfilled. Having got the darshan of Sri Ramchandra ji, she desired nothing more. Her life was complete. She had got bhakti and mukti. After blessing the holy couple, now sage Vishwamitra along with Ramji and Lakshmanji made their way to Mithila, where something more interesting was awaiting them. May we also be blessed with that kind of patience and devotion to the Lord, that we are able to surmount any kind of obstacle that comes to our lives just by the remembrance of the holy name of Sri Rama. I hope you liked today's story, and if you did, do subscribe to the channel and share the story with your family and friends. And I will be back with another story about another devotee of Sri Ramchandra ji. Until we meet again, Hari Om.